quite honestly, it almost reminds me, people are gonna come for me, of the... Hey guys, welcome back to my video. I'm Jamie B. Today we are going to be reviewing the new Fenty products. I got the Pro Filtr Instant Retouch Concealer and the Pro Filtr Instant Retouch Setting Powder. They came out with 2 brushes, one for each item, and baby sponges. I did not get any of them. I did not get the baby sponges because they're way too small and I hate them. I don't care who makes them. I cannot stand small sponges. I would rather use a full-size sponge and just pinch it down. I feel like I'm able to get it better than this itty little thing that I'm trying to control. So before we get into the video, you might notice I do not have any makeup on, or face makeup, but I have my eye makeup on. That's because I am going to be doing my full face on camera with you guys. So I went ahead and I did my eye look already, but I want you guys to see what it's like, almost basically a first impression review, because I'm not going to really be doing any check-ins or anything like that. However, if you guys want to know how I felt about it, or I'm going to kind of wear it for a couple hours and then I will come back after this has been uploaded and comment my further review on the product, how it wore and everything. But I won't be doing check-ins, so this is more like a first impression review more than it is a full detailed review. So before we get into today's video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it below this video. I do upload 3 days a week right here at 5 p.m. Eastern time. You want to be notified when I upload all my awesome videos and become part of the hive, guys. Let's get into this video. I actually have a couple of new products here that I'm going to be using today, so that's really exciting. I have some new brushes, etc, etc. There's that. Let's get started. Okay, I do have a setting powder. I have it in the shade Banana. And I believe they said, I have it actually here on the Sephora website. This is brightening shades for $200 to $290. It has a matte finish. I do not have the Fenty foundation because before I bought it, I watched a lot of reviews on it when it first came out. And a lot of people said it was an awesome product, but it was too drying. So I have very dry skin, so when I heard that, I was just like, I'm not even gonna waste my money. I think it's amazing that she did all of the shade ranges that she did. I think it's amazing that, you know, people love the foundation. It sounds like a great product. It's just not for me. So I do not own that foundation, and I probably never will. But if you're watching this, Rihanna, some dewy foundation coming soon for us dry skin gals, that'd be great. Here it says it is a matte finish. It was $32. Oh, what the heck? Okay, and that's the box. So it does come with, I don't know what that is. Hold on, I'll have to look at it. So it's a very shiny packaging, her usual silver. So it has the name on the back here, and then you have your product here with the little sticker, and it has the FB on it. Let me tell you how many ounces you get. The size is 0.98 ounces. You get 28 grams of it. It's pretty, I mean, pretty decent size for $38. Let's open this bad girl up. Just trying to smell it. It doesn't really have a smell. Weird. Maybe I'm just congested. And let me take a look into this. Oh, okay. This is pretty awesome. So this is basically like what that sticker is when you first peel it off of a powder, but like you can't reset it because it's powder. But this, oh my god. Okay, this is freaking phenomenal. So instead of just putting the lid on and the powder filling the top in here, making a giant freaking mess, you actually have a reusable sealer that goes right into those holes. You probably can't see it because it's clear, and it has a little tab here so you can reuse it off and on, which I think that is freaking awesome. I don't know if any other setting powders have that, but I know that the ones that I have do not have that. What it is. So this is a super fine, weightless, loose setting powder in 8 sheer shades to perfect and extend makeup wear for a filtered, photo-ready look. So we're gonna move on to the concealer, which is I got it in shade 240. You have it right here. I think it's, you know, it's okay. It's plain. It's just like a frosted packaging with like a off-white lid. It is 0.27 ounces, so you are getting 8 milliliters in this. And this is the shade 240. which is for medium skin tone with neutral undertones, is what I use. And let's see, this is a creamy longwear crease proof liquid concealer with light as air, medium to full coverage that brightens under eyes and conceals blemishes and redness. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but this is $26, so it's a normal, decent price, and it has a flat applicator, which I really like. That was the only thing about the Shape Tape that I don't like, is the applicator I feel is a little bit too big for me. There's all the fun super info stuff. We're gonna get in with my face. All right, so before I get into the look, I just want to give you guys a quick update on my face. It is still a little bit red. It is a little bit tight still, but it is doing much better. Most of the marks and like the burns and the redness and the patches are gone from the retinol issue. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I will link the video from last week above and you can take a look at it. I had some issues with retinol, but I've been using quite a few products to relieve that, and I'm actually going to be doing a favorites like skincare video soon, because I have found some super freaking amazing products for super dry skin. So unfortunately, if you have oily skin, it's not going to be for you, because I do not have that problem. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to be using my Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I put it on before and a little bit after, and then I set it with my setting spray. This is just a small one. This is for normal to dry skin. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spray that all over my face. And I did go ahead and I moisturized before and prepped and all that, because I didn't want to have to try to avoid my brows and messing them up on camera, because that would be crazy. So now I'm going to go in with my primer. This is one of my favorite primers. This is the Becca First Light Priming Filtr Instant Complexion Refresh, and I absolutely love it. If you have dry skin, again, this is a fantastic product. It just really hydrates and make sure that none of that foundation sticks to your super dry patches. So I do find that it makes my makeup look smooth and my skin looks so smooth, which is really, I mean, come on, we all just want smooth skin. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my foundation, which these are going to be actually 2 new things that I'm trying as well, so that's super exciting. I got, when I was at the mall picking up the Fenty stuff, I got the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I'm in the shade 8. I'm super excited to try this. It does say medium coverage, so I'm hoping I can build it up because I'm a full coverage kind of girl. And then the next thing I got was the Y6 brush from Morphe, and I'm really excited to try this. So that is how I'm going to be applying my foundation today. So let me give this a quick shake. This foundation, it's a little bit pricey. This is $64, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I love it, because if not, I would be sad. Alright, so I'm going to do a few pumps on my hand, and I'm going to just dab my brush on there and just start to buff it into my skin. So at first glance, I'm really liking it. So a little bit seems to go quite a long way. I know if you're wondering what are you doing to your ears, is I actually put my foundation like everywhere. No, I'm kidding. I put it on all over my face, I put it on my ears, and I also put it down my neck. Just that way everything is seamless and beautiful. But that's why they tell you that like when you are doing your skincare and stuff, you're actually supposed to do like anything you put on your face skincare wise, you should put all the way down like to your décolleté. So this is seriously like light coverage. Like it's not, to me it's light coverage, and I'm not a fan of that. So I'm hoping second round I'll be able to build it up. We'll see. So I went ahead and I grabbed a beauty blender to try to build this coverage up, because that brush, like, I don't mind it so much. Maybe I do. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It kind of like, I feel like it's sucking up more product. All right, so I went ahead and I was able to build it up just enough. So I like it. I like how it feels. I like that it does give me like a glowy, dewy, beautiful look. However, I wish it had just a little bit more coverage so I'm not like, you know, pumping like $30 of foundation at one time onto my face. So now that we have that, I'm going to go ahead in with the concealer and I'm going to place it where I highlight. Okay, so it does have a little bit of a weird smell. I'm just going to go in like I normally do with my with my Tarte Shape Tape. I always call it Sharp Tape. With my Tarte Shape Tape. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on my nose. And then I bring it up. My husband thinks that this is literally the funniest freaking thing. He calls it tribal art. It's really funny. And I'd be like, why don't you just go out like that? I think he said it on a video that he, when he did my makeup. Now, so this is basically where I put my concealer for highlighting. So I do spritz it with my Luminous and I just dab it in. I do not highlight down here either. Like that's usually when you're contouring, you're gonna highlight down there, but I don't bother. So it seems to blend out fairly nicely. I did try her matchsticks when her like brand first launched and I hated them because if you were not in there, forget it. It took like it was almost like drying and then like it would pick up so much of my foundation. Like I just had so much issue with it. So I did the first layer. A couple of things I can tell you is I'm not sure if you could see it with the studio lights, but I don't feel like it's a medium to full coverage. It's definitely a light coverage. It does feel light on the eyes, but that's because I'm not going to classify this as a medium to full coverage. It's just not thick enough. I'm going to try to go in with a little bit more. However, I am getting a lot of creasing already, and I've only had it on my face for just a few minutes. So that's kind of worrying me because I have dry eyes under here. Like I have dry patches. So I'm really hoping that it is not going to stick to them because that'll be really sad. All right, so the second coverage really did like give it that buildup that I needed, and it's not super sticky. It's still not heavy, which is nice, but I really wish they would have classified this as a light to medium coverage so you can kind of see where I'm patching out. Oh yeah, see how my chin is like now, like here I am. That's how I like my concealer, but I really wish it would do it the first time. So quite honestly, it almost reminds me people are gonna come for me of the Kylie Cosmetics when it comes to coverage. It's definitely not as runny or liquidy as the Kylie Cosmetics concealer, but it definitely has like the same coverage where I have to go in a couple of times to get that build up. Please, Riri fans, do not come for me. I'm not trying to be mean. So I went ahead and I think that's gonna be about the coverage that I'm gonna get, because if I keep caking it and caking it and caking it and caking it, it's gonna look a hot mess. So we're gonna go in with this setting powder. So another new item I'm going in is the Morphe Y3. I am gonna use it to set that under eye with the powder. I'm just gonna dip, tap, and it is kind of yellow, so I'm hoping that it's not too tan. All right, I'm gonna go ahead in here and just start setting where I laid that powder down. But I like it. I think it smells like really nice. I usually don't like super fragmented powders on my face, but it's actually not bad, I think. So I do like to make sure I get enough of that. I feel like they said that this is the right color for my shade range. And I think it might be a little bit too dark. So dry, and I feel like it's like really starting to like separate under here, and that's really making me angry. I'm not sure what is happening right now. And it just like, it's really clinging to that like inner right here where I have like super fine lines and dry patches. So not a fan, but if I do Fix Plus, it might fix it a little bit. So we're going to finish up like the rest of the face. I'm going to go in with my bronzer. I am using the Urban Decay Beached Bronze. It's one of my favorite bronzers. And another new item I'm using is the Morphe E4. I want to be super orange. And I just like kind of go where like you would conceal. And I just kind of bring it around my face. Just to warm it up. Like I don't need anything crazy. I don't need to be contouring my cheeks. Honestly, it's pretty. Do not get me wrong. I'm not hating. It's just too much. Now that we've bronzed it up just a little bit, I am going to go ahead in with the NARS. This is just the itty bitty one I'm trying to get rid of. This is an Orgasm. Get in there to get some of that color. Because I have a little bit of a tan, I can really just highlight and get away with it with a little bit of bronzer because I can almost use my skin tone as a contour. Does that make sense? So instead of adding darker color, I just basically use the highlighter to chisel everything out and then use my natural skin tone or foundation, whatever's on there, to keep it like straight. So this would not be a Fenty review if I did not use her highlighter, well, Kilowatt highlighter, and I love Hustler Baby. So it's very pretty. It's one of my favorite colors from her collection. So I just love it. Look at that. Oh my god. Gee, I love highlighter. Ooh. Alright, so I do put just a little bit up on my forehead. I think I went a little bit ham right here, so I need to like calm it all the way down. And then always the tip of my nose. And I like to take a pencil brush usually when I'm doing the bridge. So that way, or my finger, that way it's not too crazy. I usually take the leftovers and do like under my chin like that. I usually do not do my cupids, but like I was saying, with highlighter, because I do have dry skin on my lip area and I feel that that really draws in that dry skin and I don't need all of that mess. So the final step after I do that, I am gonna go ahead and set just a little bit of dewiness, and then I'm also gonna go in, only need a little bit extra because my under eye is getting real crazy. So we're gonna go in with the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, and I think this one might be the coconut. This is the coconut one. Right all over your face. And you get super wet, and you have to, you can get a fan or something, but kind of like, let me get my arms and hands to work out anyways. So basically you let it dry. You can do it again if you want to, but what it's going to do, and the reason that it soaks, is because the product is meant to take all of those powders you just put on your face and kind of just really like blend them in, put them together, set them into your skin. All right, so I went ahead and I took my bow off. I was waiting for my Fix Plus to dry. I do have to do a couple more things with this look. I'm going to do my under eye with the eyeshadow, my inner corner, and my lower lash line mascara, and I will be right back. All right, guys, so I went ahead and I finished up this look. I put the color under my eye, Hustler Baby on my inner corners, and then I also thought that it would be fitting if I used one of my Fenty Beauty, this is Uncensored Stunna Lip Paint, and I really like it. It is actually my super ultimate favorite red lipstick, so I love this formula. If you do not have these you need to run and get. I can honestly tell you, I will probably not keep this concealer on too long. I don't like it. I think that if you have oily skin or you have normal skin, that you can get away with wearing this concealer. I think that it will work out great for you. But I think if you have a lot of fine lines under your eyes, or you have very dry skin or even slightly dry skin, this is not going to work for you. This is going to seriously just attach to those patches. It's going to fill in those lines. Like I can see right now, like I have literally concealer caked into those lines, and I never had that issue with my Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm not liking it. I don't like that I had to put several layers to get the coverage that is somewhat not there. The powder itself, it was okay. I mean, it really, I feel like these two things were made for normal to oily skin, younger skin. I don't think that this is made for mature skin. I don't think that this is made for people with dry skin. I really love what Rihanna has done with her brand and just completely changing it with the shade ranges and all of the colors that she's included in her foundation, in her concealers. But I just wish that she would start to incorporate different skin types. Like, you have different skin tones. We need you to remember that there are several skin types. And I feel like a lot of the stuff that she has kind of is catered towards normal to oily, younger skin, where more mature, dry, kind of not perfect skin is kind of getting left to the wayside. And I don't know if you guys can see it off camera, so what I'll do is maybe take a picture or two and put it on my Instagram live story. So just make sure you look below for my Instagram, head over there and take a look at it. Right down here on my chin is like starting to patch and be like really gross. So these are gonna be a big no. I'm sorry, Rihanna. I'm sorry, Fenty. I think you guys did a great product. I think that, like I said, anyone who does not have dry skin or fine lines, it's gonna work out great. It's gonna be lovely. I love the smell of it. I love, like, the concealer. I feel like it was a good consistency. It has a great applicator. It's a great size. The pricing really isn't so bad. It's right there in the same range as most concealers and setting powders. This is just my opinion. This isn't me attacking anybody. This isn't me saying I hate the brand. I think that they're okay products. They're just not working for my skin. That is it for today's video, guys. Just make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. If you did not like my opinion, I do apologize, but unfortunately, I am here to give my honest review, my honest thoughts, and as always, my own opinions on items. So I will see you next time. Bye.